Newsflash! This just in! Check our Twitter account, Winnipeg in 23, for the latest updates on how to vote for our site through Discon 3, the 2021 Worldcon. Woo! And hello, folks, and welcome to our Winnipeg Worldcon bid in 2023 Twitch TV channel. This broadcast will also be propagated to YouTube in the coming days, so please feel free to ask questions there, as well as here in the chat. We are so eager to tell you all about our bid for the 81st World Science Fiction Convention. I need more root beer, or ginger ale as the case may be. All about our bid for the 81st World Science Fiction Convention on August 24th to 28th, 2023. And later in this broadcast, I will give you a link to details of our bid, our supporters, plus other sources of information about our city, our province, and all the awesome things we have to offer to visitors and fellow fans. First though, I'll briefly introduce myself since I'll be the primary host of this Twitch channel, as well as the Zoom and Discord socials we have planned for the weeks to come. I'm Laurie E. Smith, Winnipeg born and raised, and I'm both an avid fan who's been involved with local fandom since the early 80s, and a professional commercial artist working in the comics industry. Let's be brutally honest here. As a freelancer, my time is money, and I would not be devoting as much time and effort as I plan to devote to the Winnipeg in 23 campaign if I truly did not believe that Winnipeg can put on another stellar Worldcon even better than Canadian back in 1994. We can do it, folks. And as a veteran of 38 versions of KeyCon, which is Manitoba's longest running science fiction and fantasy convention, I know competence when I see it. And the Winnipeg in 23 committee has it in spades. I believe in them. I trust them to put together an amazing convention experience. And I think you can too. That said, we need your help. Worldcon bids, and by extension Worldcons, do not happen without backers and volunteers. Please help us get the bid by putting the word out to science fiction groups and fanish organizations. You can sign up for our updates, arrange to join us on our online socials, and send us your ideas and so forth through the Contact Us page on our website. I'll just hold that up for a minute. Put subscribe socials in the body of your email to be notified about the Zoom and Discord events, subscribe updates to join our updates mailing list, or simply drop us a line because we'd love to hear from you. We really would. You can join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The Facebook and Twitter links are posted on our website, and our Instagram handle is Winnipeg in23, all one word. Now, we've got some really cool stuff planned coming up in the social media arena. In terms of upcoming live events, next Sunday, the second Sunday of the month at 1 p.m. CDT, we'll have a quick 10 to 15 minute bid update here on Twitch, followed at 1:15 p.m. CDT by a social get-together on Zoom. The first and third Sunday of each month will be a full-length Twitch broadcast, many featuring special guests, followed on the fourth Sunday of every month by another quick Twitch report and a social event on Discord. Most, if not all of these events, will either be immediately streamed to YouTube or posted there later. So even if you can't make the Twitch, Zoom, and Discord broadcasts in person, you'll be able to catch up at your convenience. And newsflash, this just in, next week we will have 2 Zoom socials. One at 8 p.m. CDT on Saturday for our friends to the west and over the dateline, and a regular one at 1:15 p.m. CDT on Sunday. The basic information presented will be the same, followed by an open Q&A. We will have the links up on our website later this week, and people will be asked to register through our contact page to avoid Zoom bombing. Because nobody wants a Zoom bomb, do they? So, what do we got? We got a great bid committee, some killer social media events coming up, and Winnipeg is ready to offer Worldcon delegates a world-class experience. Speaking of what to expect from our city, which is the topic of today's broadcast, let's talk about something that has probably crossed your minds when it comes to voting for the Worldcon city. If I come to Winnipeg for Worldcon, what else is there to see and do? Huh? Right? I mean, I don't want to visit a city that's a one-trick pony, right? Believe me, Winnipeg is no one-trick pony. We're not called Friendly Manitoba for nothing. I've traveled to several cities in my career and never found one where the natives are as warm and welcoming as here in my hometown. Winnipeg is located within Treaty No. 1 territory, the traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ininu, Ojibwe, Dene, and Dakota, and is the birthplace of the Métis Nation and the heart of the Métis Nation homeland. We have a population of over 765,000 people, more than 100 languages are spoken in our city, and we are located in the center of North America, which is great news from delegates who are traveling from almost anywhere in the North American continent. If you'd like to learn more about our province's dramatic and fascinating history while you're here, the Manitoba Museum features multiple galleries full of amazing exhibits from paleontology and fossils through Indigenous culture right up to the early 20th century. Be sure to visit the Nonsuch, which is a complete replica of a 17th century merchant ship set up in its own gallery, which you can board and explore. It's a real showstopper. And while you're at the Manitoba Museum, check out the attached planetarium with its really cool laser light shows, as well as educational 360-degree overhead presentations about space and space travel, perfect for sci-fi fans. And they have shows geared toward kids if you have children along. You can also pay a visit to the Canadian Museum of Human Rights, the Winnipeg Art Gallery, and the Inuit Art Centre, Kamayork, whose name means "it is bright, it is lit." The Inuit Art Centre features the largest collection of Inuit art in the world. Also worth checking out are the Dalnevert Museum and Visitor Centre, Le Musée de Saint-Boniface, the Archives of Manitoba, which includes the Hudson Bay Company Archives, and the Manitoba Children's Museum if you have little ones along or are simply a big kid at heart. I know I am, and it's a really cool place to visit. If you are fascinated with history blended with occult wisdom, the Hermetic Code tours of the Manitoba Legislative Building are an absolute must. Manitoba's legislature was designed by a Hermetic adept who believed that sacred geometry could make Manitobans better people. And the whole structure is full of symbolism which will both intrigue and fascinate. And for a slightly higher charge, check out this cool book, The Hermetic Code. You can take home a copy of this hardcover book, which summarizes and expands on key points of the tour. I took the tour with Frank Albo himself, the Canadian architectural historian who figured out the deepest levels of symbolism within the building, and believe me, it is an awesome experience. Absolutely wonderful. I'm sorry I have to lean over to put stuff away, folks, but I've got a cat beside me here, and so I can't put stuff right on top of her. She's asleep. You know how it is with cats. Well, how about the performing arts in Winnipeg? You can check out the Manitoba Theatre Centre, the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra, the world-class Royal Winnipeg Ballet, concerts and comedy shows by A-list performers at venues like the Burton Cummings Theatre, musical theatre at Rainbow Stage, plus the Manitoba Theatre for young people. For nature lovers, we have Assiniboine Park, the Assiniboine Park Zoo, the Leo Mall Sculpture Gardens, which are gorgeous. I've performed weddings there. Assiniboine Forest, one of the largest urban forests in Canada, and Kildonan Park, as well as numerous other smaller parks which you can easily find to rest and relax. If you visit Assiniboine Park, be sure to grab a delicious ice cream treat at Sergeant Sunday right across from the Portage Avenue entrance to the park. The park has two entrances, one on Portage and one off Corridon. Be sure, as I said, to grab a delicious ice cream treat, then stroll over the footbridge to enjoy the soothing greenery beyond, as well as our beautiful conservatory building. And if you like to spend time with adorable kitties, who doesn't? Miss J. Law's Fur Babies Cat Cafe and Adoption Center, only 15 minutes from downtown Winnipeg, offers coffee, tea, snacks, and scores of friendly cats just waiting to cuddle with you. And by 2023, Winnipeg will probably have a second cat cafe in operation as well. Dozens of kitties, no waiting. And an important point to note at this juncture is that Winnipeg has excellent bus service, so no matter where you want to go, the chances are that public transit can get you there. Turning to restaurants, although given market volatility, availability may change before 2023, Winnipeg has a rich and varied culinary scene. Notable entries, and I have a list here, include Ray and Jerry Steakhouse, Bailey's Steakhouse, the Bridge Drive-In for the best hot fudge topping in Winnipeg, yum, Sergeant Sunday across from Assiniboine Park, local burger chain Salisbury House, which you got to try one of their nips. Their nips are, oh my God. The White Star Diner, which is a downtown kind of hole-in-the-wall diner, and I mean that in the best sense of the word, which offers, I kid you not, over 30 varieties of milkshakes. It's actually written up on the board above the bar. The King's Head Pub, if you want to get your British on. Peasant Cookery. Fat Boy Burger Shops. Fat Boy may take a bit of explanation. It's a type of burger kind of unique to Winnipeg, featuring chili and a whole bunch of other stuff. So messy, but so good. Plus many different national and regional cuisines, basically everything from a bargain submarine sandwich right up to a $100 steak dinner. Now, speaking of $100 steak dinners, I personally recommend Ray and Jerry's in particular. It is expensive, I'm not going to lie, but the interior is totally 1970s Las Vegas. Red leather and dark wood everywhere. It's an experience that simply can't be beat. Plus, we have our own Japanese maid cafe right now. Delicious food, just like a Japanese housewife would make for her own family, according to folks I know who have been there. Oh, I see there's the website for the Winnipeg bit. Awesome, thank you. That has been posted in the chat, so people can go and have a look at that. Oh, Winnipeg is also the Slurpee capital of Canada. Winnipeggers love this frozen slushy drink and will gulp it down in vast quantities even in the middle of winter. The Winnipeg in 23 bid committee is planning a special contest on this theme, so stay tuned for details. If you're sports-minded, I'm not, so I had to get tips from all my friends. We have live thoroughbred racing at Assiniboia Downs, professional baseball featuring the Winnipeg Gold Eyes, skateboard parks, 2 universities with their own sports teams, the Winnipeg Roller Derby League, open-air golf courses and an indoor golf facility, cricket games which you can watch in Assiniboine Park, and plenty of amateur sports action during the summer and early fall. Train lovers, and I know there's some of you out there, will want to check out the Prairie Dog Central Vintage Railway, where you can ride the Prairie Dog train up north of Winnipeg, as well as the Winnipeg Railway Museum and Union Station located downtown, and Symington Yard, Canada's largest classification railway. I have no idea what a classification railway is, but all my railway-loving friends said, you have to mention that one. And if seeing coins struck on massive machinery is your jam, visit the Royal Canadian Mint. Really cool stuff. We have guided river tours of the city as well for those who would like to appreciate Winnipeg as the place where 2 rivers meet. And if you prefer to stay on dry land, ting ting ting, sign up for the Winnipeg Trolley Tour in the cool orange and white bus. And keep your eyes peeled for film crews, because Winnipeg is a major center for TV and movie production. Or take the Trolley of Terror Haunted Tour, because Winnipeg has many a ghostly tale to tell. Speaking of tours, we offer self-guided and moderated tours of our historic Exchange District. Bit of trivia, Winnipeg is often called the Chicago of the North because our Exchange District features very similar architecture, and in fact, our Exchange District often stands in for cities like Chicago for film and TV crews. If you enjoy shopping, we have several large malls, plus the quirky retail shops at the Forks and Johnson Terminal, located where Winnipeg's 2 rivers meet. And in the Winnipeg Worldcon month of August, Folklorama is a huge event involving dozens of venues showcasing Winnipeg's diverse cultural heritage. Visit different pavilions, each dedicated to a specific country and its culture. In 2019, Folklorama held its 50th anniversary celebration with over 455,000 guest visits. Check out their Wikipedia entry to learn more, and again, that is Folklorama. Oh, and did I mention that Winnipeg has Canada's largest francophone community outside of Quebec? It's true. Visit historic St. Boniface for a taste of this unique and fascinating culture. Osborne Village, only 10 minutes away from downtown Winnipeg, features groovy little shops plus a large Sobeys grocery store should you need it. And for a vibrant summer restaurant and patio scene, cruise on down to Winnipeg's Little Italy neighborhood on Corridon Avenue, only 15 minutes from downtown, where Friday and Saturday evening free outdoor concerts are held from June through to late August. Speaking of music, Winnipeg has one of the highest concentrations, and I want to get this right, of live band bars per capita. Got it, of any city in Canada. So if you want to listen to good live music, you won't have to look very far at all. Plus, our booming nightclub scene features several gay and lesbian options. And that, my friends, is just what's happening in Winnipeg. Looking further afield briefly, you'll find Lower Fort Garry, which includes interactive historical costumed reenactors, Grand Beach for lovely white sands. Grand Beach has been voted one of the 10 best inland beaches in the world. Not in Canada, not in North America, the world. You'll also find Birds Hill National Park, the Spirit Sands Desert, Churchill with its polar bears, and so much more. We're a big province. We offer a lot. Now, in terms of the bid, Winnipeg has a comprehensive plan for Worldcon 2023 with extensive local support. I have another sign. Here's a link to Winnipeg in 2023's filing documents. There you will find letters of endorsement from the Mayor of Winnipeg, our convention center, the local hotel industry, and Tourism Winnipeg, as well as so many more photos, links, and details that will have you eager to visit our world-class city. Winnipeg, and again I have to reach past the cat, Winnipeg is amply prepared to offer Worldcon delegates a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We invite you to watch the Winnipeg in 2023 YouTube channel in the coming weeks for more content, and to join us for upcoming Zoom and Discord socials where you'll be able to meet and greet the bid committee, ask questions, and chat with your fellow fans. How do you get on the Zoom and Discord mailing list? Just go to our website Contact Us section where you can sign up for our updates, arrange to join us at our socials, send us your ideas, and more. Put subscribe socials to be notified about the Zoom and Discord events, subscribe updates to join our updates mailing list, or simply drop us a line, because we'd love to hear from you. Oh, and we just have another link to the filing documents in the chat. Thank you so much, Janny. Also, our first blog post is now up on our website, so be sure to pay our blog a visit. You can check out the Visit Winnipeg group on Facebook and the Tourism Winnipeg website to learn more about what our city and province have to offer. We are called Friendly Manitoba for good reason. We love to welcome visitors, and truly, we offer big city conveniences with the best of hometown hospitality. So come join us for the 81st World Science Fiction Convention. And remember, I have a little song for you. Da-dun-dun-dun. If a stellar Worldcon you'd love to see, vote for Winnipeg in 2023. Friendly Manitoba. Wow, I am no singer, but that one came from the heart, folks. Straight from the heart. Don't forget to visit our Twitter account for the latest updates on how to vote for our site through Discon 3, the 2021 Worldcon. And that's it for today. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe to this YouTube channel to make sure you don't miss a minute of the excitement that's coming up from the Winnipeg in 23 Bid Committee. For a truly stellar 81st World Science Fiction Convention experience, vote Winnipeg in 2023 for a venue that offers all the big city conveniences combined with the best of hometown hospitality.